off with the missed three. Rebound actually by Moshe Schoenfeld, who is starting in place of Isaac Blumenthal at the point guard number 3. Stevie Paul with the drive. Too strong. And Berman corrals it.
Look for that matchup again. Look for Joshua Leviaden against Jack Stepner. That's going to be the big matchup. They're playing against each other right now.
And Leviaden wins this matchup against Jack Stepner, 2-0 Berman. And now Berman is looking to trap in the half court. Stepner to Paul. Sulowitz with the offensive board. Offensive foul on number 14.
Yeah, you gotta love. Berman really came out today, the fans, and you gotta love that from an out-of-town school. It's really fun and really great to see the big turnout from the Berman Hebrew Academy.
I could not agree more. Frisch is now having a full court press with Kobe, with actually Ezra, Gillespie, picking it up. And the rebound by Sulowitz. Paul is now picking up the court, trying to set up the offense for this Frisch team. And Stepner with the fake, out to Schoenfeld. Out to Stepner for 3. And no good. Rebound by Leviaden.
Yeah, well, Leviaden, again, is going to be that key matchup and that key player for Berman here tonight. Again, trying to match up against Jack Stepner as Frisch intercepts.
And Frisch is trying to run the break, slowing it down. Mayeroff looking to set up. Sulowitz posting up, and that is a tie-up. Kobe Melton with the great defense. David, what do you think will happen tonight with the new installation of the shot clock for the Frisch team?
Well, it's going to be fascinating. They didn't play with the shot clock Monday night against Mag and David, and they obviously took big advantage of that, holding ball for the last 3 minutes of the game, ultimately not scoring. But it's going to be fascinating here to see in a close game at the end what they're going to decide to do with the new shot clock position.
And now Ellie Lowenstein with the ball. Please tell us, what did Ellie Lowenstein do in the Berman Hebrew Academy playoff game?
Well, Ellie Lowenstein, as he just hits a shot there,
That was Ezra Gillespie.
Ezra Gillespie. Ellie Lowenstein came up big for Berman, scoring 26 in the playoff game against JDS. And we're gonna have to see if Stepner and Leviaden kind of negate each other. Who's gonna be able to step up from either team to try to put them and take them over the top?
Glasshoffer trying to do something special with the ball. Lowenstein for 3. This is Schoenfeld with the board. Pushing it to Stepner. Cannot get a handle on that ball. Out to Mayeroff. That's a beautiful edgy pass to Sulowitz, and a foul on the floor. Looks like it's on Glasshoffer.
Yeah, and these teams obviously haven't really seen each other that much, if not at all. So it's going to be interesting to see how fast they can adapt to each other's style of play. From what I know, the Berman team likes to play more of a zone defense, whereas in the Yeshiva League, teams tend to play more of a man. So let's see what happens tonight.
And Stepner is on the board for Frisch. 4-2, Berman on top with 4:47 left in the first quarter. Oh, baby, Josh
Leviaden.
I can't get that name down. And Stepner out to Sulowitz. The layup is good. Cutting the lead to 2. Stepner with a beautiful find. Lowenstein with the ball in the corner, looking to set up. Pass out to Glasshoffer, has a lane. Great defense by Frisch, out to Melton. Gillespie is a shooter. Decided to post up Leviaden. Oh, and a beautiful cut by Melton for the layup.
If Berman can finish those types of cuts, you're going to see a really close game here tonight between Berman and Frisch.
That is definitely correct. Now Berman with the full court pressure, and Frisch racing with ease. Out to Stepner in the corner. Remember, he is an absolute threat from the three-point line. Mayeroff a little off. Gillespie with the board. Tried to slow it down. Melton will bring up the ball.
Berman decided they're going to shorten their name down from Melvin J. Berman Hebrew Academy just the Berman Hebrew Academy. And it kind of goes along with a nice, cleaner ring to the name, and Berman Hebrew Academy is the new term they're supposed to refer to them as the Berman fans are pumped up right now. They're holding a 10-4 lead over Frisch.
I don't think Frisch expected this. They probably took this game lightly, unfortunately, and now they are down 6 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, looking for answers.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't think Frisch thought much of this game coming into I think they looked kind of past this game. I was talking to forward Stevie Paul before the game, and he kind of said that they didn't discuss much about this game between the team. They kind of just came here with no set game plan. It looked like they were going to play their normal style.
Listen, it's not the worst thing in the world to not prepare for a first-round matchup, but I think they should have done a little bit more homework, especially because of their lackluster start right now.
Well, you know what, Donnie? If anyone thinks they can comment or they want to comment on the play of Frisch or Berman for that matter, or they want to comment on what kind of job we're doing, they can send it into the Max Live inbox brought to you by the Flip Keepers.
Thank you for that.
That's feedback@maxlive.com. Send any feedback you have into that, and we kind of want to hear what you want to say.
And a steal by Melkin. Looking to set up and extend the lead. According to our sideline reporter, Avi Mazarowski, Frisch, in that timeout, they were just talking about being more aggressive, trapping, creating turnovers, creating easy opportunities. And for the Berman side of that, they just want to communicate with all the noise and be careful on the press, not to turn over the ball.
Well, I think it's fascinating how Frisch's coach says play more aggressive, as if they weren't planning on playing aggressive from the beginning, or they didn't have the mindset to play aggressive from the beginning. So it seems as if they were going to take the Berman Hebrew Academy team lightly, which they might regret, down by 6 here in the first.
This game is long. They'll figure it out. This game, there's a lot of pressure in this game. And Paul now knocks down the first free throw. Mayroff has taken a seat for Isaac Blumenthal, number 5, now on the court. Paired along in the backcourt with number 3, Moshe Schoenfeld. And Paul misses the second of 2. Melkin calling out a play, trying to extend this lead.
You always like to see the little guy like Melkin. He plays big, just with that cut there. We're going to see what he can do against this seemingly bigger Frisch team.
And Lowenstein drops the deuce. Berman has really been utilizing the cuts straight to the basket, which have led to many, many scores tonight. Call out at top. Pass out to Shulowitz. They will probably look for Stebner here, as he is their go-to man.
We'd like to apologize for any sound issues we've been experiencing over the course of this broadcast.
I don't know if this is just me, but Frisch just looks very, very slow. They look lazy. They're still on that championship loss hangover, it seems like.
Not just that. The truth of the matter is they've been playing a lot of really long, hard-fought games. They lost, but they beat DRS by 1 in double overtime. They beat Hink right before that by 1 in overtime. And then they went to overtime with Magadavid. The fatigue factor could be setting in here early for the Frisch Cougars.
And number 4 for Frisch, Noam Koritsky, has checked in. Stepner for 3, a little short. The rebound to Leviator. And the score is 12-5. Berman Cougars over the Cougars of Frisch. Melkin looking to set up the offense. He's done a good job so far tonight. And a 20-second timeout called by the Berman Hebrew Academy coach, going to talk things over. So, David, what has impressed you really of Berman tonight?
Well, clearly Berman's been looking forward to this game for a long time. They've come out firing out of all cylinders. I want to see how Frisch now responds. They're down by 7, 1:19 left here in the first. I want to see if they're going to up the tempo here and be a little more aggressive, as Coach said. and see what they can produce here. So far, Leviaden's doing a great job taking on Stepner. We'll see what he can do the rest of the game. Maybe Frisch is going to try to get somebody else involved, or if somebody can have the hot hand. But so far, this game is not going the way Frisch wanted it to go in their opener for Sarachuk 2018.
And the players are coming back onto the court. A minute 19 left in this first quarter, Tier 1 qualifying game. This is a chance to play tomorrow in the Tier 1. Beletsky out on top, passes it back to Melkin. Drive and dish, Beletsky trying to find Leviaden. I got it right. Melkin with the shot clock expiring, and that is a 24 shot clock violation, the first of the game.
Yeah, and it's very fascinating here in this tournament. Now they've added the shot clock to see who has the wherewithal to notice that the shot clock is winding down. See Berman there, who likely plays with the shot clock in the PVAC, who had the awareness to throw up that shot. Hank in last game, Oren Batesh had no idea the shot clock was winding down, and they had a shot clock violation. So let's see how these teams adapt as the game goes on.
You're very right. You're very, very, very right. Trying to find Stepner to no avail. Stolen by Berman. 30 seconds left to this fourth quarter. Glasshopper with the ball, trying to do something fancy. And a foul on Paul, staying here on the floor. Glasshopper inbounds the ball to Melkin. Going to try to hold for one with the shot clock off. Looking for a final shot of the first quarter to close it out. Who do you think they're looking to find on this last possession?
Probably Leviaden or potentially Ellie Lowenstein. It could be anybody. Everybody's hot right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if whoever they give it to.
Interesting to say that Lowenstein is only a sophomore. Ooh. And a traveling call on Glasshopper. Just remember, after the first quarter is over,
we're going on to the second quarter.
Going on to the second quarter. And the buzzer sounds. It was a great first quarter. Now let's send it for a short break. Quarter number 2, Berman Academy is up 7 on the Frisch Cougars, 12-5. And on the court for Frisch is Koretsky, Mayerhoff, Schoenfeld, Stepner, and Strolowitz. And Mayerhoff setting up the offense.
Yeah, and let's see if Frisch can now settle down and make something happen now that they kind of see what they're dealing with here with Berman.
Mayerhoff with the shot, a little long. Strolowitz with the rebound, but take it away by Mayerhoff. What a sneaky play. Schoenfeld trying to set something up. Stepner's got to get a little bit more aggressive. He's been very, very lax.
Yeah, it seems as if everyone here is kind of waiting for Stepner to turn it on, and there with the back pass. But let's see if he can get it going here in the second.
He really has to start looking for his shot. Count the basket. What a play by Strolowitz. He is going to the line to finish the conventional three-point play.
Yeah, and as I said before, it's really great to see all these Berman fans out here. They could have been enjoying a nice seashell pasta lunch today at Berman Hebrew Academy, but instead, they're here at the Max Stern Athletic Center cheering on their squad.
That is correct. I heard they have a great lunch menu every single day, only at Berman Hebrew Academy of Rockville, Maryland. And a new player is on the court for the Cougars of the Academy. Tani Levinson is on, as well as number 23, Ari Schaff. Ari Schaff, and hits the three. Instant offense off the bench for the Cougars of Berman.
Yeah, and you love to see that type of momentum. A guy right off the bench, Schaff, he's really key off the bench, but he hits a key three coming in.
And Koritsky answers back, cutting down the lead to 4. Oh, Schaff is getting aggressive. Out to the corner to Levinson, a little short, and Schoenfeld gets the rebound. Crosses over to the corner to Jack Stepner for 3. Jack Stepner stepping up in this second quarter.
Yeah, and if Jack Stepner can be big down low, who says he can't be raining from downtown?
Ooh, and Levinson with the off-balance shot. Stepner trying to push out to Mayeroff for the layup, and it's good. And a timeout by Berman Hebrew Academy, trying to cut the momentum.
Donnie, we'd like to thank Sammy's Bagels for providing our staff with some delicious bagels for today and every day of the tournament. Next time you're in Teaneck, stop by Sammy's on Queen Anne Road. Also, Dougie's, we want to thank you too. Thank you for sponsoring our staff with delicious dinner tonight. Did you have? Did I have? Donnie, I know you had. I was watching the whole time. The whole 35 minutes it took you to down that meal.
This is a little embarrassing. I was supposed to be on a diet.
Oh, Donnie.
Okay. Wow. Okay, 6 minutes left. 1 point game. What are you looking to?
Well, right now I'm looking at the fact that Frisch, they said they wanted to be more aggressive and up the tempo. They didn't get it done in the first quarter, but look here, it's 16-15 with 6 minutes left in the second. They did that by upping the tempo a lot and being more aggressive and pushing. You saw Stepner there. He wasn't really productive down low, but from downtown he was hitting.
Yes, Stepner, it will be a key part to tonight's success. And the game will resume. Berman inbounding the ball and a full court pressure by Frisch, trying to cause more turnovers. And a double dribble by Leviathan. Trying to do a little too much with the ball. That's okay. Koritsky going to inbound the ball for Frisch. Frisch is going with a 3-guard set right now, with 2 big men in Paul and Stepner. Trying to get a little more quick, a little more fast on the court. And Paul finding Koritsky in the corner, driving out to Schoenfeld. 15 left on the shot clock. Out to Koritsky for 3. A little long, and Mayeroff with the hustle play and the rebound and a new shot clock. Frisch is really looking to take control of the game right now. Oh boy. What an acrobat layup.
Yeah, now you see things kind of going a little wrong for Berman and things going right for Frisch. You saw Berman probably should have had that rebound, but instead Frisch recovered. And now they're at the line. 5:17 left to play here in the second. It's a 3-point lead now for Frisch early, about halfway through the second quarter. Donnie, I'm actually really excited. I want to tell you what I'm excited for. The Step It Up halftime show, one of my favorite parts of Sarachek. Step It Up. It's a summer program, basketball, and guess what else there is?
More basketball.
More basketball.
Actually, fun fact, Frisch, who won a lot of championships over the past few years, has 5 Step It Up campers on the roster, including Mayeroff, a 4-year camper. Daniel Tamir coaches the team with Joe Schwartz, who's also a staff member there. For more information, visit timetostepitup.com. And guys, get ready in 5 minutes for the Step It Up halftime show. Going to be a good one.
Yeah, Donnie, I'm more than ready. I've been ready for about a year now.
Have you?
Yeah.
And Paul at the free throw line connects, and it is a 5-point lead now for the Frisch Cougars. And again, the full court press leads to a turnover and a foul on Melkin. And that's 6 or 7 personal fouls now on Melkin. And they are in the bonus. Frisch is now shooting a 1-and-1. Paul to the line for 2 for 1-and-1.
Yeah, again, we saw Frisch playing that slower paced tempo game early on. Now they're really picking the pace up. And Berman seemingly isn't catching up so well. As fan favorite, Evan Chesner checks into the game for the Frisch Cougars.
Evan Chesner, the younger brother of Frisch legend Josh Chesner. Great to see when the game is a family one.
Yeah, and we had an algebra test today. Really, he's in my class, algebra class. It was a bit of a tough one, but I think we pulled off the dub.
With the rebound. Paul looking to take it in. Too many steps on Paul going down. But this allows some time for Frisch to set up their full court pressure. And another turnover, an ill-advised pass by Schaff. On the court now for the Berman Hebrew Academy Cougars is Beletsky, Kobe Melkin, Kasowski, Schaff, and Levidian. Mayer off for 3, off. Levidian with a big rebound, and Melkin controls it. Frisch still with the full court pressure, looking to create more turnovers equals more possessions. What a beautiful pass by Schaff, blocked by Sepner, and Paul maintains the board.
Yeah, and an update on that Leviathan-Stepner matchup. Early on, Leviathan was kind of dominating that matchup, but now Stepner's really taken over.
And Chesner, number 35, has missed a 3 off one of those quirks of the YU gym. Beletsky now handling the ball, has a nice handle. He's calling out a play, trying to set up an easy score for the Cougars. Beletsky wanted to shoot that out to Schaff, into Levidian. Deflected, but Beletsky maintains possession. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And Beletsky for 3. No good. Going down a Frisch ball.
Again, yeah, everyone make sure to check in for the Step It Up halftime show. I'm really pumped. I don't know if you can sense the excitement over the air, but I'm really excited. I told Donnie before the show, I am really, really pumped for the Step It Up halftime show.
Correct. Step It Up, a premier basketball camp for the Jewish youth, founded by former YU assistant coach Yogev Verdugo.
Also, if you don't like what we're saying or what we're doing, you can tell us. You can send it in to feedback@maxlive.com, brought to you by Clipped Keepa. Let us know what you feel, what you're thinking.
And Schaff into Levidian for the corner 3. A little long rebound by Paul. Mayeroff looking to push.
Yeah, it seems like Levidian's really now kind of feeling the pressure of this tournament. He was pretty confident early on, and we saw in his play, and now things aren't going well for him.
Stepner draws the foul on the floor. But Frisch is in the bonus. And Stepner drains the first shot of the 1-on-1. Berman Hebrew Academy had a huge playoff win this year over their neighborhood rivals, JDS, on the road for the first time in 17 years. What an incredible feat.
Yeah, and they went on to sadly lose to Sandy Spring, one of the premier teams of that PVAC conference. But they put on quite the show. They won for the first time in 17 years in JDS. And we couldn't be more proud of this Berman team heading into Sarachek in 2018.
And another turnover. Glasshoffer steps out of bounds. Berman's an exciting up-and-coming team. They have a lot of potential. They're very, very determined to make a run in this tournament.
Yeah, well, they have a nice amount of seniors, but they also have Ellie Lowenstein, sophomore. Again, he put up 26 in that playoff game.
And Schoenfeld with the easy bucket. This pressure, this full court pressure is really getting to Berman. Another turnover created by the press. Schoenfeld thought about it. Mayeroff with the drive. Unorthodox layup. Out of bounds, going the other way to Berman. Glasshoffer now. Oh, with the wraparound dribble. What a fancy display of skills, and picks up the foul. That was an all-out effort by Glasshoffer, number 12.
Yeah, Glasshoffer probably took 1 or 2 steps and dribbles too many, but a really nice attempt by number 12 of Berman.
And now setting it up, out of bounds play for Berman, number 32, Ellie Lowenstein. Melkin with the ball out on top, passes to Glasshoffer. Melkin in the corner. Glasshoffer up top, looking for Levidian.
Leviaden. Leviaden.
And the big board by Levidian.
Leviaden. As Boleski brings it up, sends it over
To Lowenstein with the jumper. Rebound by Mayeroff. And a foul, sending Mayeroff to the line for 2. Max Mayeroff has 2 points on the night, looking to extend that point total. Number 21 of Frisch, Daniel Hirsch, a junior guard, steps in.
and Ezra Boletsky and Jake Eli are going to come in for Berman as well.
This is the first sighting of Eli, number 25.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Berman can bring this game a little bit closer than the 9 points that they're down by now, going into the half, heading to our Step It Up halftime show.
Benny Matheson as well on the court for the first time for Frisch. And a little too long by Eli for 3. Stepner with the ball. Ooh. Ball goes through Paul. Frisch has created a 9-point lead for them. At a point they were trailing by 7 in the first quarter. It's been a fantastic comeback by the Frisch Cougars.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm not surprised, although Berman here is really putting up a great effort, and I'm interested to see if they can bring it any closer here going into the half.
Leviaden with the jumper for 2. 53 seconds left to the first half.
Yeah, and again, I'm really loving the energy here, the atmosphere. It's really a big part of Sarachek, and Berman Hebrew Academy coming out, the fans, the parents. It looks like they have a lot of people here. I'm bad with numbers, but it looks like it could be somewhere up to close up to 50 people in their stands right now.
Again, I'm really bad with numbers. I don't know if that's a true fact, but the atmosphere is great as Frisch is going to hold for one more point as they do
Shot
famously.
clock at 2. Leviadin with the ball. And it's staying here. Foul on Stettner.
Fascinating that Frisch there was not conscious of the shot clock. It's not fascinating. It's actually pretty expected, as usually they'll hold for the last shot.
Glasshofer inbounding ball for the final possession of the first half. Out to Lowenstein. Beletsky. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And a steal. And that is the end of the first half. Frisch 26, Berman 19. And now we'll send it back to commercial.
Welcome to Step It Up.
video. A little about Step It Up. Step It Up is the premier Jewish basketball camp located in New Hampshire.
No, they moved. No, actually, you're wrong because that was last summer. Now they moved from New Hampshire to New Jersey. They're a little more local now.
Very local, very close to the city. Step It Up was founded about 9 years ago. At first, they went to everyone's driveways and trained individuals from grades 3 till 12, from grades 3 to 12, and you'll really focus on basketball development. And then about 7 years ago, they opened up the camp, first in Florida, then New Hampshire, now in New Jersey. And really, it's the premier basketball camp, really develops the skills, really enhances the Jewish life of a basketball player.
Yeah, and like we said before, Frisch has about 5 players on their squad that went to Step It Up.
As well as the assistant coach, Daniel Tamir being a coach, and especially for the YU Max, their team. They've had Bar Aloof there, Ellie Mammon there. You know, some of the best players of the YU Max basketball team have really developed their games at Step It Up basketball camp. The basketball camp for the Jewish stars coming to a summer near you. For more information,
You can go to time2stepitup.com.
time2stepitup.com.
Again, that's time2stepitup.com. TIME TOSTEPUP.com. And if you want, you can put HTTP/ before that, and you still got the same result.
Yes. Okay. And now for the recap of the first half, David, it is a 26-19 point game.
Yeah,
First, Frisch.
My name's Jasmine Naeem. I'm a mathematics major and a biology minor, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm studying math, and right now I'm considering becoming an actuary, but with the math field, more of the learning is really just pushing yourself and using the skills that you learn to tackle any subject, no matter what it is. This past summer, I participated in a research program in Israel called the Bar Ilan Summer Research Program. It's coordinated through YU, and I spent my summer doing computational biology research. After my year in Israel, I was choosing between a few different universities, and I knew that I wanted to be surrounded by a community and by peers that would inspire and motivate me outside of the classroom as well as inside the classroom. So I chose Stern, and I'm really happy with that decision.
Hi, I'm Arya Rubin. I'm from Chicago and I'm majoring in finance. Over the past 2 years, I've had the opportunity to play on the men's NCAA volleyball team. This has given me the opportunity to pursue my love of sports without having to sacrifice my other passions and values. There's something special about not only representing YU, but also representing the entire Jewish community every time we take the court. Being on the volleyball team has allowed me to excel both in leadership and teamwork, which are both skills I hope to incorporate as I enter into the business world. Also, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, it'd be nice if you came to one of my games.
David, what did you see from the Frisch team and what did you see from the Berman
Yeah,
squad?
Frisch got off to a little bit of a slow, flat start, just as you said. It didn't seem like the intensity was so much into it, and it seemed just as if something clicked, that they realized they don't want to lose here in round one and head straight to tier 2. So they decided they're going to be aggressive. Stepner stepped up. He hit a couple of key shots, one from downtown, that was in particular, with a couple minutes winding down. And Frisch really was able to turn up the tempo. And let's see now, let's counter and let's see how Berman responds to Frisch's 7-point lead heading into the second half.
I'm expecting a great second half. I don't know about you.
I'm expecting a lot of great halves, and this is one of them.
This is probably the best half I'm expecting.
That's a little, yeah, you know what? I thought about it for about 0.3 seconds. Yeah, might be one of the best halves I'm expecting here tonight for the rest of the night.
And the scoring leaders for Frisch is Jack Stepner with 6. And for the Berman Hebrew Academy Cougars, 4 apiece for Leviathan and Lowenstein. Leviathan, let's go. And Berman looking to score on the first possession of the second half. Gillespie with the wild shot. Mayeroff with the board, looking to push for Frisch. Finds Paul down court. A little short, but Stepner gets the offensive board. Mayeroff, the floater, a little short, and Leviathan grabs the board.
Yeah, there's Stevie Paul again. He missed. He's got a lot of good looks tonight. Stepner's kind of been there to clean up his messes, but I really want to see if Stevie Paul can step up his game and hit a couple of shots here.
That's right. I was expecting a lot from Stevie Paul. Let's see if he could fulfill that potential. Schoenfeld with the wild shot. Beletsky with the rebound. Melkin a little shaken off, coming back. Lowenstein, corner three, a little long. Strulowitz with the board. Mayeroff starting to push.
Yeah, Mayeroff's been big here tonight. The eyes have been really good for him.
The Yeshiva University Maccabees are Skyline champions.
Max 5 low. Not playing game. They brought a mayor off, and he
out to Levidian. Leviathan for three, a little too long. Paul with the board, and Mayeroff is looking to push. What a beautiful pass to Blumenthal. Trying to squeeze that into Strulowitz. Deflected out of bounds. Ball remains with Frisch.
Donnie, any matchups you're looking for here in Sarachek, and anything you want to see any two teams play each other?
I think we all want to see Ben Tal versus Ryan Terrell matchup, Valley Torah versus RASG. Two premier players, two big scores, two big names. If it happens.
Yeah, potentially we could see that tomorrow. Both Tier 1 teams, as all four of the Tier 1 buys are going to be playing tomorrow. That's number 1 ranked number 1 ranked Shalhevet, number 2 ranked Valley Torah, number 3 Maga David. They won the Yeshiva League Championship, and number 4 ranked DRS. They're all going to be playing tomorrow morning in the Max Stern Athletic Center.
That is right, and Glasshofer with the drive and foul, going to the line for a pair of free throws.
Yeah, and if you like what we're doing here and what you've heard all day, tune back in tomorrow morning. You're going to hear a lot more good stuff from Max Live. As Glasshofer misses his first.
Before I forget, I just want to thank everyone on the Max Life staff, the producers, Max Hoffman, Simi Warso, and Shimi Nabozi. On the sideline, Avi Maz and Yeshua Siegel. Scoreboard, Yisrael Mayevsky, Avi Schachner, Pesach Dixon, and camera, Tamar Cement, Penny Questel, and DK, Donnie Klimnick. Donnie.
Well, there's another Donnie I want to thank, Donnie Brodsky.
And Mayeroff! And one, count the baskets.
Yeah, Mayeroff's been huge. As I said before, he just keeps coming up more and more clutch. It seemed like Frisch needed to find how they were going to get back in this game when they were down early on, and Mayeroff was the answer to that question.
And the Frisch alumni are loving it tonight, especially Sammy Katz. He's been a Frisch Cougar fan for years, and it's great to see alumni support their former schools. And Frisch has extended this lead to 11. It felt like it was just a two-point game 2 minutes ago.
Donnie, before we go any further, I just want to thank you for a fun time in the booth for this Frisch Berman game. We really had a great time, and you really do a great job with your work.
You know where we could have great times? Only at Dougie's and Sammy's. Tina. And Stepner with the steal. Trapped. Pass out to Strulowitz. Hall. Out to Koritsky. Entry pass deflected and stolen by Valetsky. Trying to cut down this lead.
Yeah, let's see what Frisch can do with 4:14 left. They're down by 11. They got to just put something on the board.
And Leviathan draws the foul on Stepner, going to the line, going to the charity stripe to cut down the lead.
Again, we want to apologize for any audio issues. Our staff is working tirelessly to resolve them. Please bear with us. Just enjoy the game. It's really a fun time. Really great action here from the Cougars and the Cougars.
And if there are audio issues, please inbox us at the Clip Keepa inbox, feedback at Max Live. Thank you. And Leviathan cashes in on the second free throw. 10-point game, 4 minutes left. Anything could happen. It's Sarachek, for God's sake.
Yeah, and especially the shot clock. Don't be surprised if Frisch gets a little frazzled here, as they're normally used to holding the ball and waiting for the clock to expire. So let's see if Berman can capitalize on Frisch's unawareness of the shot clock.
dunked it, lays it in to extend the lead to 12.
Yeah, Paul for sure had dunk in his mind there, and so does every Yeshiva League kid. We don't see it so often. Last year we saw Ben Tal do it. Well, I'm curious to see if we're going to see that again this year in this tournament.
I'm curious as well. It's always a highlight reel when a player here at the tournament dunks it. Looking for Beletsky in the corner. Drives the floater a little too strong. Stepner with that huge board. Out to Paul. Going to slow things down. Going to play with a little pace, a little tempo. They have a 12-point lead with 3 minutes left to play. Out to Matheson. Actually, Yair Siegel is now in for the first time for Frisch. Puts up the shot. And off of Paul's fingertips. Going down to Berman. Glashofer checks back in for Beletsky.
Yeah, Paul has gotten a lot of opportunities in this game. He hasn't capitalized on all of them. Luckily, they're still up by 12, so it hasn't been so detrimental. But Paul is going to have to step it up if they want to go deep into the Tier 1 bracket.
What a heads-up play by Koritsky to stop that fast break, kicking the ball. That is a heads-up play and a play that wins Tier 1 qualifying games. Max Mayeroff.
We'd also love to mention Play Hard, Pray Hard. Elevate your game. Play Hard, Pray Hard is at the intersection between connecting with God and athletic performance. Check out playhardprayhard.com to join the community of connected ballers.
Wow, that's really interesting. I would love to join that community. I love to play hard, and I also enjoy praying hard as well.
Again, that's I will not spell it out. That'll take a long time.
That's
but
2:20 left in this fourth quarter. Mayeroff trying to do work. Out to Stepner. 4-3. Ooh, almost sealed the game. Yair Siegel with the over the top. Going down to Berman with a chance to cut down this lead.
Yeah, a lot of times in Sarachek, we kind of see this 2-minute point in the game where one, if it goes either way, it will go that way. What I mean by that is if Frisch scores their point, we could see a momentum shift right and bring this 12-point game down to a much closer game. But if Frisch scores next, we could see this turn into a 14-point game, and it might be out of reach for the Berman Cougars.
And Kosowski at the free throw line hits the first, is rewarded the second. Jack Stepner leading all scorers with 14 points on 5 of 12 shooting. Max Mayeroff with 10 of 3 of 8 shooting. Josh Leviathan leading the way for Berman with 8 points. And a 10-point game now in the fourth quarter. Pressure by Berman. And a steal by Glashofer. Levidian out to Glashofer. Short, and Paul with the board.
Yeah, I'm just getting word that if Frisch wins this game, which it looks pretty promising that they will, they're going to face off, get this, against Magen David Yeshiva Warriors in the Tier 1 bracket tomorrow at some point. And that will be some game. You try to make it out for that game because that's a rematch of something that happened just 5 days ago in the Yeshiva League Championship.
Wow, that is exciting news. I know the Frisch team. I actually overheard Mr. Paul talking to a Frisch parent saying that he's watched the overtime loss to Magen David over and over and over, and seeing where they could have improved in that game, seeing what adjustments they have to make in the next game. So that will be incredibly exciting to see a rematch of the Yeshiva League Championships here at the Red Sarachek tournament.
Yeah, and it was, I was here for a lot of the play today. It was really a fun time. Started off the morning, Cats, now known as Cats, against Kohelet. That was a great one. Cats pulled out the win, and just game by game, we saw the debut of the Masifta of Philadelphia. That was a great game too. Just a fun time here on day one of Sarachek.
This has been an incredibly exciting game. Incredibly exciting day one of the Red Sarachek tournament. Day two is tomorrow, starting bright and early. it only gets better from here. And the inbound ball to Blumenthal going not to the line yet. One more foul to give, and then he will be going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, the storyline tomorrow at some point when Frisch and Magaday play each other is what's more important to them, the Yeshiva League Championship or a Sarachek Championship? It's a matter of opinion. Some people you'd ask, they'd say Sarachek is more important than winning Yeshiva League Championship. I bet you if tomorrow we ask Frisch what's more important, they'd probably say Sarachek, and Magaday would probably say Yeshiva League Championship.
And now Mayerov will be going to the line to try to seal the victory for the Frisch Cougars.
What a great performance tonight by Mayerov. He's really been huge for the Frisch Cougars. As Mayerov hits his first, and now Frisch back up by 11. And Mayerov hits his second, and it's back to a 12-point game. Berman with the ball, 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Actually, it's not Eli, sorry.
Blumenthal with the steal out to Paul. Saved from going out of bounds. Out to Yair Siegel. Deflected, but staying Frisch ball.
Yeah, and a lot of size on this Frisch team. I'm surprised they used it earlier on. But Stepner, Stevie Paul, and Siegel all noticeably big here for Frisch in this 8:30 game with 1:23 left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah, Frisch really came out slow to start the game, but have really picked up the slack, really based on the play of their star forward, Jack Stepner, raking in 14 points to lead all scorers tonight. He has really been the X factor for the Frisch Cougars.
Yeah, and Mayerov, who came off the bench, he put up 9 in his... Excuse me, Mayerov, who started, he put up a nice 9 points, and that was a big contribution for Frisch. 12 points. I'm reading the notes wrong. 12 points. Mayerov with 12 points. He contributed huge and probably was one of the difference makers for the Frisch Cougars tonight.
And an inside report. Berman will now try to play the Hack-a-Shack game on number 55, Yoshua Siegel. Let's see if their plan could come into fruition.
It's actually Yair Siegel. Yoshia Siegel is our sideline guy tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ooh, and a bad inbound pass. Glasshofer for 2. And what a block. What a hustle play by Mayerov. And he is juiced.
Yeah, juiced is an understatement. I'd say he's pumped. Again, if you have anything to say to us about their performance or anything at all, you can send that in to feedback@maxlive.com. Brought to you by Clipped Keepas. Keepas that are clipped and stay on your head.
Inbound to Levidian.
Maybe at some point during this tournament you'll actually get that right.
Yeah. Maybe. And now Leviadin will be going to the line for a pair of free throws. 1:19 left in this Tier 1 qualifying game, the final game of Day 1 of the Red Sarachek basketball tournament, hosted at the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Yeah, I was up bright and early this morning. I actually caught the warm-up from the Cats Kohelet game as before I went to Shear. Heard a great schmooze from Rebelzon this morning. But there's nothing like walking into the Max Stern Athletic Center. Nice, quiet sound and just the sound of balls bouncing and players warming up.
A minute 9 to go. Paul inbounding the ball, trying to ice this game. Full court pressure by the Berman Cougars. And a near steal by Glasshofer. That's fantastic effort. Mayer off, dribbling out the clock.
Well, they actually can't dribble out the clock anymore due to the new shot clock in the Sarachek tournament. So let's see what they do here with 55 seconds left to go.
Out to Paul. And Paul is fouled, going to the line for 2. After the game, don't log off your computers yet, because we have a fantastic post-game show coming up with a live interview. This has been an exciting one. This has definitely been the finish that we all wanted for day one of Sarachek. I wouldn't have drawn it up any better.
You probably took those words right out of my mouth.
I did. And once again, we'd just like to thank all the producers, everyone on the staff of Max Live. It is really a team effort here at Max Live. So many goes into producing these games, so many things, so many technicalities, and really, it is with great pride to say that I am a proud member of the Max Live team and community. And the clock just ran off about 7 seconds. And now, Jack Stepner is stepping off the court, hearing applause from the Frisch faithful. Jack really stepping into his own tonight.
See what you did there.
That was on purpose. And Blumenthal getting fouled, going to the line, trying to add 2 more points to this lead.
Yeah, and tonight, I believe a couple of minutes or some sort of time after this game ends, we're going to find out the schedule and seating for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon's games.
Yes, that's incredibly exciting. We are all looking forward to seeing who plays who gets matched up, what games we can look out for tomorrow. Blumenthal hits the first, and now Berman is emptying their bench. It's just great to see bench guys get in the game, get some Sarachek experience. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these guys, and it's just a beautiful sight to see. Blumenthal hits the pair, 50-34, Frisch on top, looking to close it out. And the ball is going back to Frisch, off of Nadiv Turitz. And number 13, Zev Namrau, picks up the foul, trying to elongate this game for as long as they can. It is a 16-point lead, though, and there is 26 seconds left, though. But still, it's a great effort to continue fouling.
Yeah, in these last couple minutes, you don't want to kind of show defeat, so you're going to play to the last second. That's kind of the mantra in professional sports and Yeshiva League sports. So this doesn't surprise me one bit.
And Blumenthal with the first. Good. I'd just like to congratulate the YU Maccabees on their first ever Skyline Championship. It was great.
Yeah, I was there. It was a fun time.
Fun time, and this is just a great way to transition into next season. Sarachek tournament. Then next season, things that we are going to look forward to for the future.
As now they can hold the ball for the rest of the game.
Frisch is dribbling out the clock. A fantastic victory by the Frisch Cougars, defending champions. And don't forget to watch the post game after the short commercial break.